These are those moments I don't think anybody else is going to forget.
With a bit of mid presence from AGO, they're going to be starting to make their way forward. No CTs here to hold, though, as we see Searson coming back on that rotation. Might be first contact, all going very wide, and he's going to be punished. Oscarish gets it done straight over, jump up onto the B site. Split started to come through Tizian, only good for the single as MHL comes through for the double trade. That's going to be B site, fully found. Tabson and Zentaras, what can they do in a 2v4?
I'm going to wonder, because a 2-on-4, not an easy prospect for them. Smoke for Tabson, flash there as well, but is he realistically going to have much of a chance to use it? Maybe he can pop Zentaras in with that flash. But AGO are set up very, very nicely. They've got a good post plan here, and it's very hard to believe that Big are going to come away with the pistol from a position like this. Tabson cops some damage. Zentaras traded down. Not finding too much. Big are quite content to sit around here. That's a nice pick for MHL. Does he die? He does.
Oh, no!
I don't even know what he got stuck on. But in the end, Tizian actually gets the trade, which I mean, he ought probably not to have.
It's a 1-for-1, 40 seconds on the clock here. Here's where XCOM can try and throw a bit of an execute, but with only 2 smokes and no flashes to get into the site, as well as this utility delaying from Big, this is going to be impossible with 30 seconds on the clock here, Mac.
And that was such a sick Molotov as well, sending Tabson in, just able to fully control over on the elbow now. Furion just trying to find another one. And Zentaras falls back to Tetris just in time, and again, Tabson, just so much control here over towards short. Zentaras up for one, Tabson on another. And it's all up to Furlan in the 1v2 to clutch it. But for now, it looks like that's not going to happen.
Be able to buy themselves time for those rotations.
Tizian's done just that. And not sure what's happened for Zentaras there. A little bit unfortunate. Tizian hides himself in the smoke. AGO are trying to push up through scaffold, but Tizian finds the perfect timing. The spray down doesn't land on the second. USP out now. Dives inside of the smoke. He's gotten all around behind them. And somehow he's gotten a kill onto MHL as well. That is a very strange round indeed, and Big are reaping the benefits for it. It's a 3-on-2 now. AGO have no util. They don't have any control on the site, and I'm not sure how they're going to get it.
Mate, that was Tizzy just getting full dizzy there, unawares of his surroundings, and the T's didn't know either, but again, Searson just going to be threading the needle. Big 2K to close the round out. But look how far up Furlan's made it.
Yeah, you're seeing Fiku getting aggressive on the other side of the map simultaneously as well, so you can see XCOM just aggressively posturing for picks already.
MHL continues to look for entries with that AWP, but he's not being gifted any opportunities at the moment. Furlan, however, gets one and is traded down by Oscarish. Tabson, also good, solid on the bomb site. Keeps it back to the 3-on-2, keeps the numbers advantage in Big's back pocket.
Well, let's see if Groovy rather, can get any work done. MHL on this glass cannon, just looking to do some shattering of his own, but Big just not giving them anything. And again, Tabson just so late in this round, still has a smoke and molly to play with. This should be essentially the securing point, but Keto on the flank, only good for one. Groovy able to go for the trade, tries to get his mitts on that AWP, but Tabson, Furlan straight up onto the rafters. Nice positioning, not going to be spotted initially.
Ooh, this is risky for Tizian. He's copping a bit of spray, but he actually doesn't go down just yet. There's a response as well. Some util damage over to AGO. Very quick up the scaffolds, though, is Furlan, as you mentioned, Mac, but he's going to be challenged by Tizian, and it's a 1-for-1 in the end. Again, Big, very good on the trades.
See if he can get out in time. Straight across to CT, but he whiffs the sprays. Zentaras on the trade game is okay for the moment, but now it's all up to Searson in a 1v3. And yes, he's sharp, but look, trying to get past 3 of these Ts is probably too much.
That's just great mid-rounding from AGO. You can see them really work the map fantastically, but Searson in on the flank here.
Let's see what he can do. Doesn't hit that shot and will be punished for it.
But this off angle from Keto looks so good. It depends on how the util is used from AGO as they start to make their way through. Big nade stack, expecting them over to be in the cutout there, but again, Keto just slides that line perfectly. Bit of a wallbang on an MHL, a second found as well, and he's hungry for more.
Yeah, great stuff from Keto so far. AGO just not prepared for the repeak at all, and
if they use the right utility towards the back of the site, they can cut the rotations off and put themselves in a decent post plant.
See if they can make their way in. Furlan doing great work here on the back of the AK. Wants to go forward, but doesn't want to overextend. Somehow gets binked through there. Just tagged through the wall. Searson, a force to be reckoned with.
They're going to get the bomb down, but they're starting to run out of time on these smokes. Only just do get it out And it does look like they're moving into a post plant now, but Big's starting to contest. Keto gets cleaned up on the flank, and it looks like Big's just going to save from here. And that's exactly what I was talking about. You get those key couple of kills, and you get the utility down to cut the rotations off. Didn't quite work out for a bit of utility used. And Big actually fall off, so that's nicely done.
Hold that thought. Ruby does go down. Tabson just walking forward. I think AGO have kind of given away their intentions with all of that utility usage.
Seeing the forward position yet again from Furlan. They're just walking into the AWPs. No utility usage here, boys.
All three. A very one-faceted approach at the moment. Tabson going to be forced off the line with the molly. Just barely misses that mark as now again AGO finally trying to get back into the round. Tabson able to dance around the smoke here. 2 for him. Can he get the third? Not quite. Fiku 1v5. Well, how's his chances here? He's got 5 seconds to plant, just waiting for a rush through, but he's missed the opportunity, and great patience coming up from Big just to lock that round down.
XCOM forcing up here. Going to be going pretty heavily towards middle very, very early on in the round.
Oh, Searson going to be caught just trying to lob a nade, and it's not enough. Smoke to lobby.
I love this approach from AGO. Every time they get this opening pick, they seem to just fall back and reset. Furlan punishes that push over onto Xantares in towards ramp.
He certainly is. Double kill required, or better. He spotted out Furlan early. Fiku goes down as well. Tizian might be stepping up large just when he was required to. And he's got the rotation that's come across from Tabson as well. This is now defendable for Big. AGO, though, they decide to just slink away for the moment. Flashbangs do come through. Now the smokes land. It's the utility usage from AGO that they're going to push off the back of. 2 through Scaffold. MHL, though, goes down, and Tizian, he's had a huge round. It's Groovy in the one-on-one against Keto, but he's only got 6 HP to his name and 35 seconds. He's got no idea where Keto is, and he's been spotted out as well. Big will make the clutch happen.
This time there is 3 CTs standing here on short, just waiting, jumping. Xantara is almost caught off guard as MHL looks to thread the needle, and there it is.
Great start. Searson misses the shot, so here's another opportunity for AGO. Gonna have to make this one land, though. If this goes to Big, I don't really know what to say. AGO, though, Tizian is sitting inside of the smoke, and he could certainly cause a ruckus, but it's going to have to be a big one, and it won't be. He's taken down. This is a much better round from AGO. Tabson in a 1-on-5. Starts well. Ruby down. Furlan trades.
Dominant here on the T side. It's when they keep rolling through when they find those advantages, but when they play from a disadvantageous situation, starting to mobilize their forces, they still do have a couple of counter flashes and some smokes.
This is a dangerous one for Fiku. Indeed, it's going to go the way of Searson. He'll repeat the angle. AGO not looking for the trades just yet. Flash goes through. Searson, he's stuck around a little bit too long. Is that the opening that AGO needs, or does Xantares shut it down here? Only one, though, for Xantares. It's back to 2-on-2. Tabson rolls into the bomb site, shuts down the first, and MHL has no HP to his name. This should be a freebie for Keto, who is wrapping around the back, but maybe Tabson will get it in the end. Scoreline.
Do you think there's that one set of utility getting ready there from Tizian? Probably going to Molotov up onto this jump up as the Glockers round the corner to take mid control here.
Well, it is going to be 3 men on this B site to hold, but that molly has completely missed the mark, and Oscarish able just to continue to hold from this position. Nade misses slightly, but slows Big down for now as they still commit to the push anyway. Furlan able to find a first. Oscarish another on the Tizian, and this can be even trades, but Furlan so strong, and he's still able to fight here.
1-on-2 though for Xantares, and he's the kind of player that can make this happen. Certainly now. First couple of shots do connect. 1 HP, and that's done it. 2-on-1 for Xantares.
Going much faster now for Big.
Ruby under a lot of pressure as well. Crops a grenade at his feet. That pushes him away, and Big are quickly in toward the B-bomb site, although they've been slowed down by some of that util. Tabson's looking for the entries with the MAC-10 right now, and Fiku's hiding behind the smoke. Big do definitely slow things down in the mid-round here, but they're not expecting Fiku. He could have almost lined them up, but he does eventually control the spray well enough that he gets both Tizian and Tabson. And he's helped out as well, AGO. That's a much better looking round and a great inroad on the CT side, but really, it is only the first of many required.
Well,
Breaking Big's economy would give them that. Very slow round for Big. That's a key aim duel to be winning. If they lose mid-control there, Grubby goes down, things are going to get difficult, but things are just getting easier.
I mean, Tabson didn't get traded out there. Is absolutely ridiculous. MHL,
1
HP. He's very lucky and gets away with murder as well. He has to thank someone. Probably Gaben for that. Tizian, 1v5. Is there any chance here? AGO, good structure, good timing. Nice peeks together.
Well, I'm going to say no chance, Mac. And that'll be proven correct by Groovy. Yeah, it's been a nice little string of rounds for AGO. So far, it doesn't look like it's going to be ending, but maybe a change of pace for Big can be the undoing.
Everybody's blind. Flashes everywhere. Furlan has traded positions and Searson has no idea that that one's come forward. An aggressive play somehow works out now for AGO, just taking huge risks here. Big nade. Furlan on the line and has the girl of the dance around, unable to get another. Tabson might be able to bring Big back into the round. Groovy stops them though.
Yeah, I mean, you say huge risks, but Max, sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit. And AGO are acquiring said biscuit. Calling the rotation for Big over toward the B bomb site. Searson has caught MHL. And they must convert, Mac.
And Groovy, he's just going to take the line. It's a peek on the contact. What can Furlan do? He's still got full control of the scaffold. One for three. No, whips it. And that is not going to be anywhere near enough. One man remaining. Actually, it's two over towards the A side. They've already got the hard rotation. Keto just gets straight through Fiku, and it's all up to Oscarish, but misses that one op shot. That was the only opportunity.
Yeah. Slow them down, maybe try to find a pick and make it easier on themselves. But if they overextend into Xantaras or Searson here, could have a problem. And he catches him on the reload, but it's 1 for 1. Traded back, and you see the rotation start to come out for AGO now.
And MHL just trying to get out of there as fast as he can. Big now. The concrete.
Just going to flash Groovy into Scaffold. He'll take a look there, take a quick peek, and doesn't see too much at the moment. So, MHL, all eyes on him. Connects the shot, and the grenade surely finishes off Searson. Smokes in on the A bomb site, but that's information for MHL that there's not a whole lot going on. Keto, however, hits a good quick entry on the B bomb site. Off we go, charging on in. Fiku's there, though, to hold. And it's a 2-on-3 still. If Fiku survives, he doesn't. Could have been an interesting round. Molly's down onto default, but it's not going to stop Tabson from planting the bomb. MHL, however, hits a good shot. Now a 1-on-2. And MHL, he's got no fear. He's got a 4K in the round back.
He stays crouched as he does get onto the ledge, but the read is there, and Keto somehow survives for now, but if he jumps off, he could be dusted. Good nade to deal with Oscarish, and somehow Keto's still fighting.
He's screaming for help when he gets it in the end from Tabson throwing that nade in. Rotation, though, has come across from AGO. If Big commit to the B bomb site, it's a mistake.
They're going to play a passive crossfire on the site here, but Big have the utility to be able to segment off these angles with the smokes and the flashes.
And that one Molotov as well can be dropped straight onto default and force Big not to go for the plant, and they're leaving this so late as well. Let's see if this one comes eventually. Furlan just waiting to drop it at the perfect moment, but does he have a lineup? There it is, perfect positioning. Bomb goes down though.
Yeah, low HP though on a lot of these big players. The HE nade doesn't connect for AGO. That was their entryway back into the round, but now 3-on-5.
Well, what if they did hit the headshots? I feel like Tabson copped the bink, Xantaras probably copped the bink as well. Looks like Tabson's actually been finished off by the explosion, but still.
Tizian being left on the lurk. The spam from Furlan is such a key round, and he gets it done as well. That's a one-man advantage in a key round for AGO. They need every edge that they can get.
I think Keto's behind that wall, so he's just barely safe there, but my God, AGO might have just found the answer.
Tizian applying utility pressure, but the double push into stairs from AGO gets them a lot of information, which is going to allow them to be very, very safe. They're going to have this two-man crossfire. Groovy under pressure here, though, as he gets Molotov'd out of sandbags.
Going to be a flash setup here from AGO to allow Groovy to peek. Xantaras actually does get the better of Furlan.
Flank coming out here from AGO. All they need to do is buy time, and this round is theirs. And
there
it
comes
is. Through.
2 for Oscarish on the flank, and now it's just 2 remaining for Big. I don't know if they can get this done. 15 seconds off position plant, and MHL unable to stop it. All of a sudden, Big could be back into the round. Groovy with one. Xantaras 1v3 now. One bullet could do it. Lineup was there, but a nice shot from Oscarish locks it down for AGO. Looks like he's gone for a bit of a adventure down on the A ramp. Ruby finds the line, Searson slides it though. And look, they're just trying to decide which site they want to go for this time. Smoke goes to lobby. It's going to be the wrap straight to B, but what can Fiku do? Not much. Tabson starting to tear through. Oscarich with a double. The man's been on fire with a rifle.
Yeah, but that is the B bomb site opened up. As long as Tizian gets around okay, which he does, there was no push through the smoke from MHL. And the plant goes down. 2 on 3 for the retake. I mean, do you go for this?
It's a save. It should just be a save from XCOM. Yes, they've got the kits, but it's quite hard to get back into that site. Actually, the flank in from Furlan, though, if it goes well, which it hasn't, that's definitely got to be a bit of a sting. You're losing that rifle.
Let's see if MHL can make this slightly more expensive. Bit of noise being made.
Needs to hold on to that. That's going to be so key. Yeah, 2,500. Tizian just lurking over here while the rest of Big runs towards this ramp area. Starts to work it after waiting for utility. The double push is punished. I'd say that's probably the game for Big. It's anticlimactic as it is. Just holding in a default and punishing some of those pushes. We saw Renegades win a whole tournament in Cologne, just doing that in the grand final.
Look, MHL is going to have some kind of heroic round to get them back into this one. But look, AGO on the wrong side of the map to the bomb right now. There's some utility being thrown over towards the B side, but it's the full fake as MHL is going to try to do a bit of a dance.
Hasn't really sold anything, I don't think, for AGO, although they actually have rotated all their players over to B. They've only seen one player there. Gonna give up A. Not good news at all. There's util for a retake here for AGO. They've got defuse kits. I mean, it's theoretically possible. They're going to have to go for it. That's great work from MHL. Does not deny the bomb plant, but brings it back to 3 on 3. Tabson's going to be the difference maker here, though, for Big. He's on the off angle. Furlan has no idea. Position's given away, though. And if Tizian drops here on Tabson, he can't get all 3, surely not. Oh, the shot's missed, and he does indeed finish it off for Big. 16-14 the score, and they just edge AGO out on Vertigo.
2 sets of utility for the boys on the CT side, the boys in the blue. So you do see the GG bet odds, mostly favouring Big. You'd expect them to. A 1-for-1 towards Catwalk, heavily contested by the CTs for the time being as the smoke goes up and Tabson just bangs 2 straight through it.
Ridiculous. Tabson, he's a madman, and he doesn't actually know that he's got the bomb control right now, so AGO could have an opportunity, but Furlan going to be stopped in his tracks before crossing there, down to 5 HP already. And look, it's pretty much all going to be on Oscarish to get the job done. Well, Keto should be first contact here over towards CT.
That is pretty unbelievable of a start for Big. Keto works his way out. Oh no, but he gets both of them as well. Are you serious?
Going to go and contest long, which will be given up here by Big. You see Tizian, he was going to throw the nade set there, but the push into lower dark is also punished. So good start for AGO, 1-man advantage and that long control, but the push up mid from Tabson could be where Big starts to wrangle control back in favour of the CTs if he finds his timing.
Well, Searson with the scout, and that is something that we've seen before. Tabson lurks behind, holds on. Oh no!
How has he done that?
You could see even the raw adjustment on MHL's head there at the end if the Famis would give him some luck, but
bit of RNG that gun, you know?
Yeah, look, not the best Mac, but Searson with the scout.
Yeah, has some of the targets up for him. MHL, 75 HP. Oscarish down on 18, and all it's going to take is a body shot here from Searson to really open things up. Not onto MHL, but he gets 2. Oh, dearie me. Well, there is a reason that everyone talks about this guy's scout. Now the USP comes out. Oscarish, surely he sees the shadow, and he doesn't.
It's just there.
It's just there.
It's just there.
He's just there.
He's just there.
Where?
Shoot.
First proper buy round here for AGO. Big still a little bit of cash behind him, at least for the time being. The contest in towards long as the Molotovs. I don't know if he wanted it to land on top of the door there, but gets put out as AGO trying to bust through the smoke, but the Molotov is on top of the door.
And that's going to be 5 clean ones. Look, literally no damage done to them this round either.
Up towards B this time for AGO. Oof.
At least on the timing. As for XCOM, progressing a bit of smoke utility in towards middle, trying to find a pick towards CT, and it's nicely traded. MHL really on point this round.
Yeah, just utilising that saved orb nicely already. 2 picks for AGO, and now with the man advantage, we might be able to see a trade come through, but if they're sending it over towards the B site here, Zantara's there just behind Heat and waiting.
It's the only defender on that B bomb site for the moment. Knife out, he's lost his gun, he's picked it back up, it's all good. Let's see. What can Zantares do with that AK? He's forced out by a molly. Does get the first and the second as well. Oh my word, Zantares, they've just lined up for him.
How's he done that again? From it nowhere. Big.
Yeah, he's just making it look easy, isn't he?
Just individual performances, keeping them in these rounds time and time again. And now Fiku has to try to win this. They know exactly where he has to be, just utilizing the rest of that utility. There's no flash. It's going to be Tizian again through a smoke on the timing. Him and Searson swinging through together, at least at the double stack. 70 seconds to play with Fiku, finds the first head. And down to 24 HP, he goes down as well. Tizian.
Seems like, once again, a bit more of a default round, a slow round on this T side. Taking that map control. The boost up on Searson here. He looks for that peek into lower. Dodge does the flash nicely. It's actually Keto on the head stack. They're into that double orb setup, and it's worked magic here. 1-man advantage for Big.
And again, if Big needed any more advantages, like they're just fighting for them time and time again. Keto almost nets himself a second, but we'll fall back for now. Molotov going down to split up the troops, but AGO commits straight through it. So much damage being taken by the utility. Capson not going to be spotted. There's no one watching this. Zantares as well through the doors for double. As Fiku on 4 HP needs to do something, but Zantares is not going to give him an inch. Anyway, Tizian here just holding push up short. Nice double.
These are exactly the kind of rounds that XCOM need to take advantage of. Fiku's picked himself up and all. The retake is actually up short as Zantares is put in position by the utility. Keto starts to make his way around long, but Fiku's holding that angle down.
Good shot though from Fiku. Zantares at 1-on-2 can keep the perfect record alive for Big. He's already pulled off some clutches for his squad tonight, but that's a hefty chunk of damage to start things off. Now, if he does get the kill onto Groovy, he did have a smoke available.
Because you get a different Big day to day, I swear. But today, they're bringing their A game.
Nice pick for Fiku, though.
Oh, and he's going to go back for a second attempt. Spots that util come through, unable to get a second, but it's Wayne barely. Oscarish stops him. Zantares, how's he here? He's just gone for the aggressive push straight through uppers. AGO unable to do a thing.
Well, Keto's going to have to do something here for Big. AGO, they're starting to walk out onto B, but AGO posted on the line. He knows they're coming over peaks, and MHL would punish him for that. AGO getting a little bit of work done now on the T side. Tabson, he's going to hide in the smoke again, but he doesn't hide very well. A lot of advantages gained by that util usage. Orbs are starting to find picks on the T side for AGO. This time it's MHL. Has been Furlan earlier on in the piece, but wow, Zantares just straight through the smoke. Goodbye, Oscarish.
It's disgusting.
Oh, but Searson's been so strong here from the A-ramp area, and again, AGO might just work towards him. Furlan not going to trigger any rotations at the moment. 2-2 setup still being held by Big, and there's full long control, so there's only one real direction this can come from. Smoke dropped. Searson wants to fight for it, but again, MHL going to be
the molly's still going.
How has it continued to burn? Tabson's overwhelmed by Fiku as well. I really was expecting Searson to ramp up from that position. We've seen him get work done from there before, but not this time. And it's a 2-on-3 retake for Big. The nade isn't going to do too much. Well, actually, it does a significant amount of damage to Groovy, but for all the good that that's going to do in a 2-on-3, Zantares down now as well. It's Keto to try and challenge. He's going to go for it, but can't land the shots, and that's 4 on the trot now for AGO. This is a good push from Tabson. Deagle in hand. He's already gotten one, but has to back away as XCOM AGO turn their players around. Tabson.
I like this setup at long as well. Let's see if AGO walk into it. MHL spots that cross and deals with it nicely. Keto falling. And Tizian should be first contact. Zantara is playing full anti-flash. They're going to actually find him first by going for the pre-fire. Tizian somehow gets a double. That's going to be control of the bomb. MHL needs to fight back, but Tizian is here to stay.
They're ready to rotate into position, so really it's just going to have to be fantastic flashes. There's only 2 of them left. Some decent mollies, as well as some good shots here on the entry here from AGO.
Erwin throws that flash up into the air, and Big have come rotating across. Searson starts well. It's a different-looking defense for Big this time. They're defending from short rather than from the site. Tizian burns alive in the volley. Numbers advantage, does slink back, but very quickly traded down. And again, Ferlin, he's going to see his teammate Groovy fall. Doesn't have much HP, and the grenade lands right on top of him. 22 seconds here for Oscarish, and he has to get the 1-on-3 now for AGO. No control of the bomb. He's got CTs wrapping in from every angle, and that will be 10 for Big.
Xbox smoke with the Molotov up short from AGO. Oscarish flashed out mid. Tabson, he's put off the line. The smoke from mid to B comes out, but he finds a good timing to pop out anyway.
Grenades again are going through. Tabson continues the spray. Ferlin's down as well. It doesn't get any easier for AGO as Keto takes a peek at the perfect time as well. It's just fallen apart this round.
Tizian top mid. He's going to find MHL, and it's all up to Groovy, who gets 1, but that's not enough as Keto sends us into the half. That's an 11-4 scoreline.
On Dust 2, AGO, on the other hand, need to do some work in this
Push
second.
into upper dark. Look at all these CTs. Is there any left of them? It's just Groovy. He's trying to backpedal.
Oh, but he's got that P2K and is looking to get some damage, but it's Antares to stop him, and now it's going to be a 4v1 situation. And look, I've been thoroughly impressed by Ferlin's performance so far, but again, 1v4, that's just too much to ask for.
Yeah, Ferlin, I don't know that he's going to be able to do this one. Does move quickly, though, with the USP. Spotting in towards mid. Hasn't seen really a whole lot, but does get rid of the head of Keto. So off we go. Maybe the 1-on-4 possible now until Tabson rolls around the corner and deals with him. That's that.
Going to go for this short and long split. You see the 2-man setup, though, from AGO here. Really, it does rely on Fiku playing anti-flash towards that blue pin to play contact perfectly and shut this one down before it gets started. MHL could make it easier on them as well if he finds that pick, but he goes down for free.
Now this is going to be rough as well. Groovy unable to hold the line. Makes the first work. Fiku just holding the spray. 8 bullets and a dream. Groovy doing God's work. Fiku down to 7. Searson, they've lost full control of the bomb with 16 seconds remaining, and Big, unless Searson can find the double, that's it. AGO, they have been gifted another. Sharp shots from Groovy.
Run boost across, trying to draw out the shot for Searson in combination with the flash, and Keto just launches it. They're going off the back of this.
They're going to have to go straight at Fiku, who has been the standout for AGO, and he again starts well under pressure from the AWP, but that doesn't seem to punish him at all. Fiku gets a double and a bink onto Searson before he eventually does fall. Time running short for Big. They'll have to run into that bomb site at Xantaras to get the plant down, and it's a better situation for Big than what they've had so far, but it's still far from fantastic until Xantaras gets a free kill onto MHL. So we're back to 3-on-3, and now starts to look a bit more precarious for AGO. Tizian on short, he'll fall, but Xantaras is doing work. He's pushing down the ramp. He's getting Oscarish, and he might get one more. He does. He's really just done it himself. A 4K for Xantaras, and Big goes to 15.
That's not the Xantaras peak, but that's something. Oh, tag off the bat from Searson. Wow. Pick very quickly from Big, and they just launch straight out mid, apply the pressure towards that B-side player. That's the B-side of the map, cracked wide open here.
And this could be the end of the game already. 16-7 on the horizon. MHL wants to go toe-to-toe with the mid players, but Tizian is here and he loves to play around a smoke. Again, he's looking for it. Groovy able to equalize as he managed to find one. Back to the 3v3 we've gone. He's still pushing in through T-spawn. Bomb has made its way over towards the B site. Just going to be playing at the default, but here's the timing. Tizian boosted up, just catches MHL with the off angle. It's looking perfect. It's looking good. And AGO, they're a man down. This could be it.
Well, Groovy coming in for the rotate. He's going to really have to rely on Fiku to win the fight in mid, who can't actually get it over the line against Tizian. It's now a 1-on-3 for Groovy. And he's got no option left but to run straight into the AWP of Searson. And that will be it. Big secure themselves a 2-0 in their first outing here at ESL Pro League Season 12.